is Sheila, and I'm a secondary school teacher. I would like to share about a 13-year-old student named Casey whom I struggled to teach last year. During class, he displayed many challenging behaviors, like cracking jokes at inappropriate times, having difficulties concentrating and failing most of his subjects, and often getting into fights and arguments with classmates. I tried many different behavior management strategies, but none of them worked. I felt increasingly frustrated and helpless and decided to refer him to the school counselor. Casey shared with the school counselor that he had a history of being abused by his father and witnessing domestic violence at home. Thankfully, these incidents stopped after the authorities intervened. When I heard this, I felt bad for Casey, but I was confused about how his past experiences at home were linked to his current ability to learn and behave in school, since school was a safe place. This was how the school counselor explained the link. The trauma Casey experienced at home affects brain processes which are important for learning and contribute to the brain being in constant survival mode even when there is no real danger. When the brain is in this state, there is limited capacity for him to focus on learning, and the need to survive and protect himself can result in challenging behaviors. In class, Casey often cracked jokes at inappropriate times to distract himself from all the unpleasant thoughts and feelings about his past trauma experiences. He was also unable to concentrate in class as he had trouble sleeping the previous night, since his parents often had verbal arguments late into the night. Loud noises and peers bumping into him reminded Casey of being hit by his father and made him perceive those situations as dangerous. He thus tries to protect himself by engaging in fights and arguments. Understanding the reason behind Casey's challenging behaviors gave me a huge mindset shift. My colleagues and I worked together to support Casey, and we saw improvements in his learning and behaviors over time. To my fellow teachers, these are strategies I would recommend to help a student who is facing similar problems. Recognize that a child's traumatic experiences can affect their learning and behaviors at school. Identify and leverage on the student's strengths so that he can build his self-esteem in areas he excels at. Check in with the student at regular intervals so that the student can talk about his problems with a safe adult. Adjust the student's learning environment by providing a safe space to study after school or allowing the student to step out of class when he feels overwhelmed. Teach the student emotional regulation skills and the ability to differentiate between real danger and harmless trauma reminders. Link the student up with further support, such as the school counselor or other mental health professionals when needed. The school has the potential to be a safe haven for children who have experienced trauma. With both physical safety and support from school professionals, children can feel safer and increase their ability to learn and cope with challenges at school.